Hello, my name is Paul Witherspoon. I am a business English teacher. I have been teaching business English for 5 years, and I currently live in Milan, Italy. And I help professionals to grow their careers, to grow their fluency, and to grow their confidence by using business English. And I am here with Giuseppe Polimeno, the man. Okay. And when Giuseppe first came to me, he wanted to increase his fluency and his confidence. And I remember it was just really, 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 really difficult. I remember like when it was difficult for you to understand me, or like when you
Yes,
were.
I understand you, and for me, difficult to speak with you, speak with other people, other. Yes, for me, because my work, I every day I read in English, but sometimes, sometimes, yes, one time per week,
Once
two
per
times per
week.
week. Per week, yes, I speak in English with my colleague or my customers. Yeah.
And what was your motivation to learn English at the beginning?
Yes, my main motivation for me, for my culture, my personal my personal growth,
Growth.
yes, my
Mhm.
personal growth, and also for the work, for the job, yes, because today the English is very important at the job, because the companies in Italy or they are multinational abroad, no?
Multinational company.
Multinational company, yes, and the English is very important for the communication intercompany, okay? For our colleague in, I don't know, in Spain, in France,
In
in something,
France.
France, in England, yes, and the English is very important. And yes, and I always to improve the English, also for the watch the film or hear the news in English and understand the information, the news, the people in English, yes. And it's a very beautiful. If you go in another country and you understand the people, it's very good. It's
And stop right there. Stop. So when we met, I think it was in December,
yeah.
you didn't talk like that.
No, yes, you are right, Paul.
You didn't.
But in this month, I understand also this point. It's very good, very important for.
Yeah, like he's faster. Like,
Yes.
okay, he makes mistakes sometimes, but his fluency is better. Like I
Yeah.
remember, like when we first met, it was like you were searching for the words. I remember that.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, and like, what was your English level like before you started with me?
Maybe maybe A2, between A2 B1.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would.
A2 B1. Yes, maybe.
Okay. I would say B1.
Okay.
Okay, and how did you find me? How did we meet?
I don't understand. Sorry, Paul.
How did you find me? How did we meet? How did we first meet? The first time we met. Where did we meet the first time?
I
Like
met.
how did you find me? How did you, or how did I find you? Like what was the website or
I met you. I met you.
yeah, how did you meet me?
I meet you on the social LinkedIn, no?
Yeah, LinkedIn. So we met
Yeah.
on LinkedIn.
Yes, I remember. Yes, in December.
Yeah, it was in December. It was about 5 months ago.
5 months
Wow.
ago, yes, yes,
It,
yes.
it, it went by so fast, though.
Yes, I practice English with Duolingo, yes, with your tools, Duolingo, Tiny Cats, and I watch it. I watch
I
the TV
watched.
with subtitles in English, and I use Radio USA. Yes, you give me more tools for increase my English, and I I thank you for this. And but I continue every day to practice.
And and
Everything.
before that, like, what was your process of learning English? Before you met me, what was your process like?
I'd my before I met you, I didn't practice every day English.
I
I
didn't practice English every day.
I didn't practice English every day. I'm honestly with you, and sometimes I spoke with my colleagues in English, and I had more difficult.
Yeah, I had
More
more difficulty.
difficulty, yes, and my practice English before met you, I didn't practice English before met you.
Okay, and then now your
I
process, you
don't know,
mentioned.
one time per 50 days per month, maybe more or less. Yes.
Okay, so like once every 50 days.
Yeah.
Okay, and now you have a process that
Yes.
you use every day. And like, in your words, how did your fluency change? How has your fluency changed?
My work.
At work?
Yes, at work I improve my English
Uh-huh.
because when I speak with my colleagues,
My colleagues?
my colleagues, my colleagues understand me finally, more or less, more or less, and I understand them more or less because also my colleagues are not. I don't know, a level A2, no, C2, no, the mother, no,
Native speaker.
native speaker, yes. Mm.
Okay.
And for me, it's when I met you, I asked you, no, if I don't know if you remember that. Then I ha- I and then I want to reach
Mhm.
B2 B2 for the level no in
Yeah.
English B2, and I hope to reach this level. So I hope in this year,
This year. Yeah.
in the end of the year, maybe I don't know. I continue to practice.
And
I'm going to continue practicing
to
English.
practice. And
Yes.
like, when did you see your progress? Was there a certain moment when you realized, oh wow, my English is better? Like, when did you notice?
I notice when I speak, or when I listen the music
To the music.
to the music. Yes, I understand many words
Mm.
and more words before before December. Okay. And
compared to December.
compared to December, yes, and then last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. When I listen to the music, yes, I understand that my English is improved.
Has improved.
Has improved. Yes.
Was there a specific event, or did someone say something to you, or you just noticed this by yourself?
No, I note this myself.
Okay. And
I don't know if it's correct, but I note this myself. Yes, and because yes, my colleagues to speak with me, and she tell me.
She told me.
She tells me. Then for her, I improved my English.
Yeah. Yeah, it's usually both. Like I noticed like my Italian when I was learning when I was learning Italian and my level was A2 or like A1, A2, B1, like I noticed the difference when I was practicing, and then other people saw the difference.
Okay, yeah.
So sometimes it's both, sometimes it's just you notice by yourself, and then usually other people start to notice.
Okay.
And the last question that I have for you is, or the last two questions are,
Okay.
the first question is, what advice do you have for my current students who are learning English? What advice do you have?
Yes, the main advice for me, they continue to practice every day with the tools. I don't. Now I use your tools on smartphone or on YouTube or. Yes, so for me, the main advice that they persist in your in this for improve your English every
To
day.
improve.
To improve the English every day, you have to practice English every day, or better if you listen English every day. Listen
to English.
Listen to English every day, or speak to English every day.
Speak English every day.
Speak English every day. Paul, I made.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
I made mistakes.
This is what I want other students to see, that it's not perfect. It's not a perfect process. Okay. And what advice do you have for students who are thinking about taking classes with me?
What about?
So students who are not my students, but they are maybe thinking, maybe I should take lessons with Paul. What advice do you have?
For you?
No, for
your students. Okay.
No, for people who are not my students, but they want to learn English. They're thinking about maybe I should take lessons with Paul.
It's Paul. You are a good teacher, good coach,
Okay.
Good coach. Not teacher, coach, teacher and coach.
Both. Yeah, I do both. And a therapist.
Your methods are very, very nice for me because you are very young, but you have many experience.
A lot of experience.
A lot of experience, and it's a perfect. You are a good coach for this, because it's difficult to find a person with like you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And your methods are innovative for me, and easy to understand,
Mm-hmm.
no? And yes, I I'd advise everyone to start with you for improve the English.
To improve
To improve English
their
with you.
English.
Yeah, English with you.
Giuseppe, thank you so much.
Thank you, Paul.
We are done. And now we will continue class, okay?
Okay.